Hello everyone, welcome to Craftworks. Today I've got a really cool tutorial for you. So this is a 3D pillar type card and we have a hidden triangle. It's not really hidden, but you can kind of see it. It stands up like this and it folds completely flat and fits into a 6x6 envelope. So for today, I'm going to be using the Velvet Meadow, and I'm using this sheet here just because I love it. And my card blank is going to be in Berry Burst, just because it's really bright and gorgeous. If you're going to make this card, I do recommend 12x12 paper. It uses a lot of designer series paper. So I am going to start off by, I need my measurements in front of me. I'm going to cut this to 5.5 inches. By 11. And now I'm going to score this at 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5.5. Now we need a little mechanism to sit our triangle on, and I need this to be 3 inches by 2 inches, and on the 2-inch side, this side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 and 1.5. Oh, nearly did 2, which 1.5. What are you doing? 1.5. So I've got an extra score where I don't need it, but it's okay. Gonna hide it anyway. So I'm just going to close it like that, and it is even on both sides, which is great. So next up, we need some triangle pieces. No, we don't. We're going to cut some squares. So my first square, which is going on the inside of this piece here, let me have a look, is 3 7/8. So you could do it 4x4 if you're more comfortable with that. 3 7/8, 3 7/8. And I'm going to cut that on the diagonal. And that's that piece there. Next up, I need 2 squares measuring 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I don't think I'm going to get it out of this. Definitely not. 3 3/4, 3 3/4. That is. So I need another sheet. Let's see if I've got any scraps big enough. I do not. Three 3/4 by 3 3/4. So that's those 2 pieces set aside. Now I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4, and I want the bottom piece 5 1/4. So for my mats to go onto this column, onto these column pieces, 1 2 and 3. So I've cut it down to 5 1/4, and I'm just looking for my designer series paper, 1 1/4. So I need 3 pieces at 1 1/4. One, 2, 3, and I'm going to keep them together because I want it all to line up, not that you will see it all lined up. And now my back piece, I'm going to cut a piece that is 4 inches, and I'm going to set this piece aside for in a minute. So if I bring in all of our pieces and get rid of all of the scraps that we're not going to be using, how we're going to put this together. So we don't need these until the end, really. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold and burnish. There. So I'm going to put my glue on this first piece here. And I'm going to close the card shut and give that a really good press down. And now I'm just going to open it out so that we can see it's all lovely. Now I'm going to put my panels down, my designer series paper. So that's my first piece down. My second piece down. How gorgeous is this paper? It's available in the new catalogue on the 4th of May. It's an absolute must-have. And the white pieces that you're seeing here, actually velvet. And this is actually really quite thick as well. So it is an absolute must-have. So that's that one down. Now I'm going to put this piece in. Okay. And my mechanism is going to sit on the top. How lush is this? I love this card already and I haven't even done it yet. So this was made a first draft, went a little bit wrong because I didn't put my designer series paper down first, so I had a gap, which didn't impress me very much. Just need to bring that down in line, so kind of looks straight, I think. So that there, you could leave that like that if you wanted to. I think someone would love that, but we're going the extra. So this is our mechanism, okay? and we're going to pop this in here like that. So you're not going to see that. So I'm going to just put glue. The light is dreadful. I'm really sorry. On the outer two tabs. So you're going to fold it in half. Let me just see if it makes a difference if I close the blinds. Oh, it might. It might. Does it? No, not really. Okay, so I've folded this in half. And I'm just putting glue up to this first score line. So we're basically going to make a little cube that sits inside here. Here comes Harvey, like quality control. So give that a press down. Now on this piece here, up to this score line, we're going to do the same again. Just put glue here. And press that down. Give that a few seconds to catch. And now that is what you should have. Okay, so you've got a little square in there. Every time I move it, my camera has a little while to catch up. Right, so next up is our triangle piece that's going to sit in here. Now it fits end to end, but I need some designer series paper on that. So my inner triangle was 3 7/8. So I need a piece that measures 3 5/8. And that takes me to just before the 4.5 mark. And I think I want it that way. So I want the purple flower, the berry burst. And now I'm going to cut this diagonally. And set that to one side. I could use this on another one. Make 2. So I'm going to move my trimmer out of the way again and bring this one in. So my husband had to take Harvey for a little pedicure. Okay, he had very tufty toes and I was convinced that his insane toe licking was because of it. And do you know he has not stopped licking his feet since he's had that little pedicure? He had his nails clipped and everything. And everyone in the family keeps saying to me, I'm sure he's still licking his paws. And I keep saying, no, he's doing the carpet. he's chewing his feet. So now on this section here, I'm going to put glue across this piece only because I don't want to glue my card shut. And now I'm going to position this up against my card, and then I'm going to keep it pressed in and push it down like so. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. So now I need these 2 squares and I need designer series paper for both of these as well. So these were 3 1/4, so I need 3 by 3. So what I'm going to do is, I quite like the green space, so I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to go 3 inches here. 3 inches there, and then 3 inches again. And I'm going to stick these down onto these pieces. I will show you my first draft in a minute as well, the one that I cut the DSP. I glued it all together and didn't do the back piece. So that's that one. And now this one. So the first piece is going to glue across here. So we're kind of getting the points lined up. So that looks about right, but I just want to double check. Yeah, I think that looks good. So I don't want glue right to my edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue just to the side and about there. And I'm lining it up on this point and lining these points up as well. So it's easier to get it to face you to do that. And now I'm going to push it shut and give it a bit of time. So that's that one. You could leave it like that and just decorate that panel. I'm going to pop this one over the top, so I want equal squares. So for this, I'm just putting glue in the center. And that there looks about right. And I'm going to give that a press down as well, like that. I have over here Berry Burst frame from Phrases, what's it called? Phrases and Frames. Okay, this is the die I've used. Comes with an impression plate, so you run it through regular and then you use a different rubber type of plate called an impression plate, which is available in May, and it makes it poofy. So you can see it better when I set it down. And for my sentiment, I'm using the same stamp set from that set. And my Berry Burst, my stamp pad is a little bit damaged. Been a bit rough with it, I think. And I'm going to pop that on there. Like so. Now I need dimensionals. So for this piece, I'm sticking it down flat. And I'm just popping it in the center. Move it across a bit, like so. And I'm popping this up on dimensionals Now, I have some gems that are actually in the clearance rack right now. Oh, here they are. So I just want to have a look to see. It doesn't tell me, but I think these are berry burst. So go get yourself a bargain and pop these in your basket. If I can pick it up. And I'm placing one there. Come on. Oh, one there. Eesh. And one there. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you make it, I would love, love, love to see your creation and your version of this using whatever you like. So let me bring them all in. So I'll even show you the one. You know, find these things everywhere. So that's that one there. So you can see I have a gap. And then this one here. I will put white cardstock on the back, but I'm only going to put a little piece, otherwise I end up writing really scruffy and huge writing. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you need this paper like I do, okay, let me know and I can tell you how. It's £16 for a 12 by 12 pack, and you get 12 sheets and you will not be disappointed. It is beautiful. So thank you again, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.